As soon as radio amateurs establish contact over the radio, they exchange signal reports, typically in the RST format. RST stands for readability, strength and tone, though the last one is meant only for CW signals. The system was developed by Arthur W. Brattain, W2BSR, in 1934 and is continuing till date. Readability reports can spread from 1 for an unreadable signal to 5 for a perfectly readable signal. Very often, radio amateurs are quite lenient and give readability 5 even if there is great difficulty in copying. Only rarely have I heard people giving a readability report of 4, and hardly do I hear anyone giving reports below that. Coming to signal strength, the range is from 1 for faint, barely perceptible signal to 9 for extremely strong signal. Here also, radio amateurs tend to give liberal reports. Special situations are satellite operations and contests. In contests, no one gives a report below 9. Similarly, in LEO satellite operations, everyone gives a report as 5/9 regardless of how difficult or easy the copy is. That is because we have only limited time in both situations and do not want to waste time trying to repeat signal reports multiple times.
Juliet Oscar, we talk if you are also 519, thank you, 73.
Signal reports have been quantified later on with advancement in radio technology to correspond to actual signal strengths displayed in S meters of receivers. For HF radios, S9 corresponds to 50 microvolt signal strength at the antenna terminal with 50 ohms impedance. Difference of 1 S point corresponds to 6 dB of signal strength, which will convert to 2 times voltage and 4 times of power. On VHF and UHF bands with usually weaker signals, S9 corresponds to 5 microvolt at antenna terminal with 50 ohms impedance. In HF radios, S meters display signal strengths over S9 as 20 to 60 dB range. A strong signal on 40 meter in my region may have a report of 5/9 plus 20 dB. I have noted still higher strengths in my S meter only for broadcast stations, though I have heard others giving 5/9 plus 25 dB sometimes. The last letter in the RST system is for tone of CW signals. With CW signals becoming rare on the band, very often we do not hear the tone report on the air. Tone also can be reported from 1 for extremely rough note to 9 for a perfect tone without any ripples. With modern radios, tone is most often 9. While I was on homebrew radio long back, I used to get 8 for tone and I mentioned that it is chirpy. Chirpy means the frequency is drifting while keying. Very often, 9 for signal strength and tone are replaced by N in CW so that it is much easier to send. So a 599 report may be sent as 5NN. This avoids the trouble of keying numbers which are more difficult to send.